Hey guys, so I'm just getting Ableton 9 up and running, and I wanted to give some of my first impressions of the program. I know a lot of you are really curious about uh, what it's all about, and to be honest, I haven't really explored it enough to know everything that it's about, but first impressions are very, very positive. First and foremost, I just think the overall look is much more pleasing, much easier on the eyes, as if the last design wasn't great already. I really like this design. I'm noticing that there's several new tools up here, and these are related to automation recording in the session window on clips and things like that. So that's cool, except for the new, which is record a new clip to another scene. And I'll get into these later. I'm not really going to do any tutorials here. I'm just, kind of walking you through my first impressions and everything. Over here on the side, I think the browser is much, much better. I know previously the instruments, audio effects, and MIDI effects were all in the same folder, which made it a little tricky to access what you were looking for in comparison to how easily laid out this is here. Got the sounds, got a separate thing for drums, which is great. Clips. I mean, this is just very well laid out. I can tell that they really put a lot of thought into this. I've got a place for packs now. So these are some of the packs that I downloaded, including some Max for Live stuff. Obviously, Max for Live is here. And I'm going to be diving into some of the Max instruments as well, which is going to be pretty exciting for me. I also like that they've got this add folder so I can add a location that I'm going to go to often. The search window seems to be much faster, but I haven't searched for a whole lot yet, so I'll have to really put it to the test. But if I search for kick, let me get there, and you can see how quick the response is. Snare, hi-hat. Oh, helped if I spelled correctly. So yeah, that seems to be very quick. So I think getting around in Ableton is going to be a lot faster. And then some of the effects, really, really cool. I just put these on the master. So I'll show you some stuff that, let's pull in the glue here, which I did. And I'll kind of just show you a before after. So if you got headphones, you'll be able to probably hear quite a difference. So this is the low extender preset. Now let me get into the audio effects here. There's some of our presets there. And the low extender, I really like it. It definitely makes a noticeable difference on the low end. So this is before, and this is after. Nice bottom in there. Let me pull in the punch, which I thought sounded great. So once again, this is before. And this is after. You can definitely notice the punch in the kick. Some nice mastering. Let's just go straight to make it loud. And it doesn't overdo anything. It still sounds very nice. It's not jarring. Before, after. So it seems to do a good job of making it louder without making it sound over compressed or anything. I really think that this is going to sound great on just about anything you use it on, just like they said. So I could certainly confirm that. The EQ is fantastic. I've been requesting to have the spectral in the background of EQ for years, and I know many others have been doing the same. I think the EQ overall sounds better, smoother, but let's just, as you can see here, it just gives you a great impression of what's happening. For example, a lot going on way down at the bottom here. So if I wanted to enhance something, I or down here, I notice that there's kind of a dip here in the master. So As I raise that up a little bit, kind of evens things out. And obviously I'm not going to, do this for mastering, but just it's nice to have that visual feedback immediately while you're doing your EQing. The sweeps sound really nice. I'll just go ahead and do a little sweep across. Really nice. I thought the EQ8 sounded pretty good before, but I think that it sounds noticeably better. Another thing here is the gate, which I'm not sure how well this is going to work on the whole song. But basically what we got here is we got the threshold, which is the top line here, and the return, which is the bottom line. So basically this threshold here, yeah. So the threshold is, that's the line that it's not affected unless it passes this line. So as I raise it, less comes through. As I lower it into the song, now the return, I could drop that down and it'll kind of make it last longer. It's showing me where the low peaks are as well, so I could set them accordingly. So a whole lot more control here, and then of course you've got your release and everything to and it just doesn't have all that real clickiness that the previous gate had. This has a much smoother sound. It seems to be much more intuitive. So these effects are really an improvement, I feel. And I'm sure there's other stuff that I haven't checked out yet. Another thing that is very cool is the ability to, if you right click here, you can see convert to harmony, convert to melody, convert drums to new MIDI track. So let's go ahead and give that a try. Check, 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 check. 1, 2. I'm going to keep this off because I don't want to feedback or whatever. I'm not sure if it's going to do that. So we'll turn on the metronome, and I'm just going to beatbox something real quick. Okay, so that's funny. Looks like it's off, so I'll just start it here. Turn this up a little bit. That's a little too loud. All right, so let's just right click here and see what it does when I convert drums to new MIDI track. Okay, so it brings in a drum kit. So I guess it starts off with like a default drum kit, which is cool. And let's see how well it did. That's pretty impressive. That's great. I'm really liking that. So how about I try this? I'm going to record just vocalize a melody. Let me see if I've got the tempo I want. Okay, so bear with me here. I have no idea if I'll get this right, but yeah, I think we're ready to go. Dun 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 dun. All right. So let's see if I can convert that to melody. There we go, yeah. So it uses the analog instrument. So let's see how good it does here. I gotta say it's pretty good. It's probably just almost exactly as out of key as I was. I don't know. I'd say that works pretty great. As far as I don't really know if I've got something with a melody or whatever. See if it breaks it down. Maybe I'll get to that in the next video. But anyway, if you guys have something that you want me to try out, feel free to leave me a message, and I'll make more videos on Ableton 9 and try to answer all your questions. So I hope that gave you a quick overview of some of the things Ableton 9 is able to do.